Yo, in this video you will see what is the top 10 must-have units in this update 11.7.5, and every units in this video are all obtainable and not from trading. Now I do want to know what is your top 10 must-have units in this update 11.7.5, and with that being said, in no particular order, the first must-have unit is Pride the One. Escanor is the best ground unit in this update 11.7.5 with his amazing late game stats. Escanor has the biggest full AoE circle with huge range, with having such a low SPA cooldown and an overpowered DPS. At upgrade 8, he will become a hybrid unit, making him attack both ground and air opponents. I do recommend placing Pride the One as soon as possible, as he buffs himself permanently from placement for 15 waves. Pride the One stats on max upgrade and max level is 57,525.41 damage, following his SPA at 6.5 seconds, making his damage per second at 8,850. With Sunshine passive max, his new damage per second is 19,821, which is pretty overpowered, and the best traits you can have on him is unique, and alternative traits you can have on him is double sniper, divine, godspeed, and superior traits. Pride the One's damage types are physical and fire. I would only bring Pride the One in waves that are 20 or longer, and Pride the One is the meta for this week 8 tournament. Alright, the next unit is Greed Hunt. He is still the best bleeding unit in this update 11.7.5, although he is quite challenging to evolve, as you have to continuously defeat the fabled Kingdom 10 Commandment legend stages. Thankfully, in this new update 11.7.5, they have made it easier for everybody else to grind for the evolution items, as you can claim quests from Navi at the lobby and will give you quests with insane rewards. Greed Hunt stats at max level and max upgrade are 66,269.27 damage, with his SPA at 7 seconds, making his damage per second at 9,467.04. Ban will acquire the Fox Hunt ability at upgrade 6, which will cause each of his attacks to rise in damage by 3% to 33% for 90 seconds, and he does 30% of bleeding of his damage. And as a bleeding unit, Greed Hunt will perform very well against regen opponents. Greed Hunt's damage type is physical, and the best relic you can equip on him is Lost Vein Relic or Nail Relic. I do want to mention that Greed is pretty overpowered when paired with power, as she makes bleeding damage do 5 times more the damage. Sheesh. Okay, the next unit is Golden Freezo Emperor. Golden Freezo Emperor is the new banner heal unit added in this update 11.7.5. Golden Freezo is a pretty easy unit to evolve, as you will be needing to continuously defeat the West City Freezo invasion located at the raid. To make it easier for everybody else, you can craft the relics for you to do more damage against the opponents. And the relics at the shop do stack, so if you buy more than one, it does stack. Golden Freezo Emperor stats at max level and max upgrade are 357,229 damage, with his SPA at 13 seconds, making his damage per second at 27,479.15. Golden Freezo is insanely overpowered, especially you can place 3 of the Golden Freezo Emperor, although he is quite expensive to upgrade. And Golden Freezo Emperor damage types are magic and light. The best relics you can equip on him is Miracle Timepiece, Mermaid the Crown, or Clover of the Wind. And do keep in mind that he is a burst type unit and not a multi-hit. The next unit is Meliodas Assault. Meliodas Assault is still my favorite unit, as I really love his crit he has, especially when equipped with Lost Vein or Nail Relic. It will become the best boss killer and overpowered unit in general. Meliodas Assault is a little bit easier to evolve in this update 11.7.5, as I have mentioned. Nami gives quests at the lobby that will give rewards for you to evolve the new meta units. Although, you will still need to countlessly defeat the fabled Kingdom 10 Commandment legend stages, which is quite difficult to do if you are a beginner, so I suggest to invite players for you to be able to defeat it. Meliodas Assault stats on max level and max upgrade is 206,171.06 damage, with his SPA at 9 seconds, making his damage per second at 22,107.9. He also have a 50% crit, which there are times his damage will crit, and having the Lost Vein or Nail Relic on Meliodas will be the most overpowered unit, and you can place 3 Meliodas Assault and Meliodas cause 84,800 yen to max upgrade, and his damage type is physical and dark. Sheesh! Okay, so the next unit is Eisen Final. With Eisen Final being nerfed recently with his Kenzen Seimin only lasting for 10 seconds, Eisen Final is still one of the best ground units in anime adventures. With Eisen Final upgrade 9, he will be able to attack both air and ground opponents, as well as he is one of the most hassle units to actually evolve, but the grind will be worth it, especially he is the meta magic ground unit with Eisen Final stats at max upgrade and max level is 249,567 damage with his SPA at 15 seconds, making his DPS at 16,637.8. You'll want him to be unique because he'll be useful in leaderboard runs. And finally, Eisen Final also have a manual ability called Kenzen Seimin, which causes the opponents to be pushed back and shielding your base. And this is very useful in leaderboard runs, tournaments, and all of those jazz, bro. The next unit is Vegeta Super 2. He is one of the new units in this update 11.7.5. Vegeta Super 2 is the new meta ground unit with his overpowered stats at later upgrades. Despite of how grindy it is to evolve Vegeta Super 2, but trust me, the grind is gonna be worth it as his stats is overpowered and will help you in most of your games. Especially at upgrade 8, he will be able to attack both ground and air opponents as he will gain the ability called Final Slash, which is pretty overpowered. Vegeta Super 2 stats at max upgrade and max level is 150,295 damage with his SPA at 7.7 seconds, making his DPS 19,518.83, and this is incredibly strong. Alright, the next unit is Poochie Heaven. Poochie Heaven is still relevant in this update 11.7.5. Especially, he is still the best support unit with a broken DPS for a support unit. Poochie's Heaven stats at max upgrade and max level is 49,064 damage with his ability cooldown at 3.4 seconds, making his DPS at 14,430.58, which is one of the best DPS unit out there, especially you can place 3 Poochies. This unit can be both used as support or a damage dealer, especially he have this ability at upgrade 9 called Time Acceleration, and when activated, his ability cooldown and his allies ability cooldown will be lowered by 50%, and this will last for 30 seconds. Poochie Heaven power type is magic. Okay, the next unit is Lord Boron. He is a limited and secret unit that can only be obtained through alien portals, which are dropped from the alien spaceship infinite mode. With Lord Boron being a portal unit, it is safe to assume that his drop rate is 1%. Boron's stats at max upgrade and max level is 171,226 damage with his SPA at 7 seconds, making his damage per second at 24,460.85. Sheesh! I did not know. Wait, what? His DPS is crazy. And you can place 3 Lord Boron, and not only that, he is a ground unit, he is a hybrid and multi-hit at upgrade 8, which he'll be able to hit both ground and air opponents. And finally, his damage type is magic. Yippee! Alright, the next unit is Metal Knight Arsenal. In my opinion, Metal Knight Arsenal is the best heal unit in this update 11.7.5 as he is a multi-hit and super overpowered in infinite runs as he has a passive where he will be able to spawn his drones, which will do half of his damage. Insane! Metal Knight Arsenal stats at max upgrade and max level is 129,881 damage with his SPA at 6.1 seconds, making his damage per second at 21,291.96. Damn! Metal Knight will need takedowns to be able to spawn his drones, especially his summoner unit will do half of Metal Knight's damage, and having unique trait on Metal Knight is the way to go, bro. So if you're a pay-to-win user, go get unique right now. Metal Knight Arsenal damage type is magic. The last unit is Itachi Susanoo. You will need Itachi Susanoo in this week 8 tournament, although if you already have Pride the One, you won't be needing Itachi Susanoo. If you are in need of a burning damage, then I definitely recommend getting Itachi, especially his burning is the best in this update 11.7.5. Itachi Susanoo stats at max level and max upgrade is 71,200 damage with his SPA at 6.1 seconds, making his damage per second at 11,672.13. With his burning doing 100% of his damage, so that means his stats with burning is 142,400 with his DPS at 23,334.26. Sheesh! Itachi have two power types, magic and fire, and Itachi will do 2 times the damage against ice opponents, and having the Mangekyo Eye Relic is also essential to have for Itachi Susanoo. Yippee! Well, that was it for this video on this top 10 must-have units in this update 11.7.5. I hope this video helped you in some sort of way, and I would like to know what is your top 10 must-have in this update 11.7.5, especially after watching my video. And anyway, I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!